Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Tarot by Melissa, and in today's reading we're going to be looking into what's ahead for you in your love life this upcoming month of October. So we will be just looking into any situations, energies, or people of significance who may be presenting themselves to you in love this upcoming month ahead. And keep in mind, guys, just because this is a love reading, love is not limited to just romantic relationships. So definitely be open coming into this reading to any message that needs to come through for you. Let's get into our disclaimers. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of the messages may resonate quite specifically with your situation, while others of the messages might not. So if it doesn't feel like it fits your situation, simply just release it and let it go. Please don't allow it to get you upset, because remember, this is not a personal reading or a personal attack or anything like that on you, okay? This is just meant to provide you with general guidance. If you did want to schedule a personal reading, all the details on how you can book one with me will be linked in the description box down below. Personal readings are a great way to get a more specific and accurate read on your own personal situation. All right, let's go ahead and get into our pile selection. So we're going to be working with 3 piles for today's reading. Starting with pile 1, we have this Sodalite crystal. For pile number 2, we have some Firefly quartz. And for pile number 3, we have some Smoky quartz. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your love life this month ahead in October. Go ahead and select the card or crystal you feel the most intuitively connected to. And once you've made your choice, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there. Hey, pile number 1, if you guys selected this Sodalite crystal, this will be your love reading for the month of October. So let's go ahead and see what's ahead for you. We're gonna first do some oracle cards shuffled on camera, and then we're gonna partner with your tarot that's here. So starting off for pile 1, show us the energy of the situation that is most likely coming through for them in love this month. What's the situation for pile 1's love life this month, please? All right, so we have, starting off strong, we have toxic relationship. Show me my pile 1 viewers' energy with regard to this situation. We have intuition. And show me any person or people of significance that they're dealing with in love this month, please. We have hookup. We do have truth at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel that this month clarity is coming. Clarity is coming, and I also feel with you all choosing Sodalite, with this card coming up here at the bottom of the deck with truth, I feel that there is a really important conversation that you guys are having with this person this month that is allowing you to really cut to the heart of the matter, to really see the truth of the situation. I feel like you guys already kind of know intuitively what this is and what's going on. Oh, goodness. I'm going to move this out of the way. Yeah, I feel like you guys, my viewers, already kind of know what's up with this intuition card coming up for your energy. But let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pull your tarot cards for clarifiers here. So situation is represented here by the 8 of Pentacles. Your energy being represented here by the 4 of Pentacles. Your person's energy being represented here by the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So I do feel, hold on, let me just turn down. I don't know if you guys can even hear that music in the background, but I can, and it's distracting me. So what I feel for you guys this month is the situation that you guys are in. The reason that it's saying a toxic relationship is because there's something about this situation, this connection, that the two of you are not really aligned in terms of where it's going, what you both want. There could be dynamics at play that aren't the healthiest in your connection. But I do see here with these 8 of Pentacles that there is sort of this effort being put in, this effort to sort of understand it, this effort to maybe sort of get things back on track. the Eight of Pentacles is all about doing the work, right? It's about working hard. It's about putting in our best efforts. It's about being diligent, okay? And I actually see there's a lot of pentacles here, which is interesting. For some of you, with all these pentacles being here, I feel like this could be a colleague or a coworker coming up for you that you're in a romantic connection with, or this could be somebody that's been in your life for a while, because pentacles typically have to do with putting in like the hard work over a long period of time, right? They're slower moving energy. Even if that's not the case though, and this is a new connection for you, this Eight of Pentacles is saying that this relationship is going to take a lot of long, hard work from both of you in order to balance itself out, okay? So I don't feel like things are going to be changing overnight necessarily. Some of you guys could be trying to understand your person a little bit better and them understand you a little bit better, though I do feel each person that's showing up here has their own blockages. But in order for this to balance out, like I said, there's going to have to be this element of putting in the effort and understanding here, working hard. The person that you guys are dealing with here, we have the hookup energy and we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this person is non-committal. I feel like this person is, with the Five of Pentacles reverse, I feel that you are almost like a sanctuary to this person who isn't really feeling the best about themselves. Five of Pentacles is telling me that your person is suffering from low self-esteem. They may be dealing with financial challenges. And you exchanging energy with them in this way is actually a way that makes them feel a lot better. It's in reverse, right? So this is sort of about coming out of a time of feeling bad or coming out of a period of being fallen on hard times and things like that. This could have been a person who had abandoned you in the past and now they're coming back into the picture, right? Because the Five of Pentacles can also be sort of like when we have lost something, and then in reverse, it's kind of like we're gaining it back in some way. But again, there's this element of having to put in the effort. Now, you guys, my viewers with intuition, I feel that you all are probably like reading tarot, practicing divination, to tap into your higher self to make sure that you're aligned with what the real answer is to this situation, right? The Four of Pentacles is here. So I kind of feel like you guys have your guard up a little bit as it pertains to this person. I feel with the spider web that there is some sort of history here. And I also feel like this is sort of like a web that you guys don't necessarily want to get caught up in again, especially if this is a person from the past, which I feel for a lot of you it kind of is. But you guys with the Four of Pentacles, I think, are hesitant to fully open up to this person. And I can understand why, because it doesn't seem like their energy is the most open and vulnerable either. It's like they're here because you sort of uplift them. And so I could see why there would be a hesitancy to just like bare your soul to this person and be totally vulnerable. But at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword here, because when you're not vulnerable, when you're not being yourself, when you're closing yourself off, you're not necessarily showing up being authentic either. So there's a blockage here for you as well. Let's continue. I want to see what else we need to know about this situation here. So we'll go into this one next. This is the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle. All the links, or I'm sorry, all the decks that I use will be listed in the description box down below if you guys are ever curious. So what is happening in love this month of October for pile one, please? Give us more clarification. We have healing heart, freedom from toxic relationships and addictions. Yeah, see, I kind of feel that this is why you guys have this guard up, why you're sort of closed off to this person, because intuitively you guys know already that this situation might not be aligned for you. Okay, let's see. We also have the energy of date. Interesting. So the situation may not necessarily be all just like hooking up. In fact, maybe coming into this reading, you and this person haven't even hooked up like that yet. Maybe this person is sort of presenting themselves as somebody who wants to come in and take you out on dates. And maybe with the Eight of Pentacles here, there is that effort to actually go out on dates, spend more time together to better get to know each other and learn about each other. But But I do feel like underneath the surface, this person struggles with self-esteem. And I don't know that they even fully understand that they have this issue beneath the surface. Like sometimes people just aren't as self-aware as we always give them credit for. You know, like some people genuinely are manipulative and they will date you just to hook up with you. But some people don't always get that. Like they don't always understand themselves on that subconscious level, you know? So I do feel that this is going to be someone that you go out on dates with. But I feel that you guys, my viewer, are really cautious because you don't want to end up in another toxic situation if you've been in them in the past. And especially if you've entangled with this person before and they were toxic, you know, you have your right to kind of be a bit more discerning. You know, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be about holding on to things too. It can be like jealousy issues. It can be attachment issues. Maybe this group has struggled with attachment issues in relationships past, and this person might be bringing some of that up for you, especially if they're not showing up the most consistently. So let's see. What's coming through in love for pile 1 this month of October, please? More clarity. We have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay. We also have children. Your love life is being affected by children. So somebody could have children, and that could be playing a factor here. We do have engagement. So this is indication of something going to the next level in your love life. So with this person, it could be that it's like you're going from just friends to dating, going from dating to being physically intimate with each other. There's a lot of different ways that your love life can engage to the next level, right? So just take it as it resonates for you. But I do feel inner child stuff coming up with both of you guys, especially with this person, with it coming up on their end of things. I just kind of feel like there's a lot of healing that still needs to be done. And that's why we have the combination of both of your energies together. The situation is a toxic relationship, right? Now, I know that these cards can sometimes be really blunt and very dramatic in the way they deliver. So keep in mind that like a toxic relationship is on a gradient, right? For some people, it could be like the worst of the worst. For other people, the toxicity, quote unquote, is more subtle and you don't always like pick up on it, right? It may not be super in your face, but it's there beneath the surface. But there is something here with inner child healing that is coming up between you and this person. It's coming up as a reason why, like, each of you are showing up the way that you are. I definitely feel with this person, they will be very romantic. I think you're feeling feelings for them too. I mean, there's definitely feelings here. It's interesting because all of these cards are pentacles, which don't always typically indicate strong romantic feelings, but they do indicate this willingness to put forth an effort to try, okay? So if you're coming to this reading and kind of wondering if this connection is going to get back on track, I do kind of see that effort being made with the Eight of Pentacles and with true love, because there is love here, genuine love and care between the both of you. All right, so I got this new, it's called the Archeo personal archetype card. So we're going to pull an archetype for you and an archetype for them just to see what other info we can get. And then we're going to close it out by looking into who this person is. So give me my pile 1 viewers archetype. How are they showing up to this connection? Ooh, we have the hypocrite. Already getting a roast, pile 1. I'm so sorry. All right, let's see. Let's look at their person. How are they showing up to this connection? We have, what are you? The Lion? My assumption is that this is the Lion. Okay. Lots of physical attraction for sure. I'm going to pull from the guidebook here. I literally just bought this deck today, and I was so excited to use it. So, you know, hypocrites is typically this energy of like, you know, when we are like espousing certain views, but then don't always hold ourselves to the same standard. It can be duplicitous energy. It can also be like a two-faced sort of energy. This says, let's read it together, the persona. He purports to be a man of piety, but he is politically motivated, and his agenda is driven by an obsessive hunger to control. The hypocrite preaches one thing and does another. He uses his office and influence for personal gain and gratification. So this is what I feel. I kind of feel for you guys, the reason that this is showing up as your archetype has to do with a couple things that this card mentions. It is hunger to control and saying one thing and doing another. So let me explain why I feel this is coming up for you. The Four of Pentacles is about control, okay? And I feel a lot of you guys maybe are showing up in this energy subconsciously, right? Because the control is coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of fear of getting hurt again. Some of you guys, again, with the Four of Pentacles, can be attachment style stuff in my experience. This can be like, some of you might get really anxious in relationships, and maybe with this person, they're triggering that for you. And so there's this feeling of wanting to be in control of what's going on so you're not getting hurt, etc. Right? That's just an example. Not diagnosing anyone here. But I think for you guys, this is showing up because there's maybe this subconscious need to control that's driving your energy within this connection this month. I think it's going to be really important for this group, going back to the other aspect of this card, for you to be very clear about your boundaries when it comes to love and romantic relationships and dating, and really make sure that you are aligning yourself with the views and the values that you claim to espouse. So for example, if this person is showing up in your life and they're acting like they want to date you, but really they want to hook up, and you guys know this, deep down with the intuition card, you guys are highly intuitive. You know what's up, right? Why would you be, and like, let's say you want to be in a committed relationship. Well, why would you continue to engage with somebody who you know is only here to hook up with you? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So it's sort of about like being very clear about what your standards and boundaries are, communicating those things with the Sodalite clearly with this person, but then acting in alignment with what you say your desires are and what you say your boundaries are. Otherwise, it is hypocritical, right? You're saying, oh, I want X, Y, and Z, but then you're showing up and showing this person that you're willing to, you know, settle for whatever they're giving you, even if it's not in alignment with your values. Hopefully this makes sense. So let's look at your person. They're showing up here as the Lion. Definitely physical attraction coming through really strong with your person. If you can convince him to be with you, you will also learn to temper your spurious inclinations, and if circumstances demand it, you will be able to call upon his massive strength and ferocity. But he's not your pet. His noble heart exists to protect the abused and misused. He abhors cruelty of self-serving authority. The thing to keep in mind with this hypocrite card is that this can be a self-serving energy as well. And I'm not saying you guys are going into this or your person's going into anything consciously with like nefarious intentions. We all have sort of these subconscious, you know, behaviors that we do are driven by our subconscious that we aren't always fully aware of until we have a spiritual awakening or we attune to it, right? So maybe this person is picking up on that energy a little bit here. The Lion has learned to tame the youthful inclinations that once led him to waste his power. Instead, through resolve and self-restraint, he has harnessed his stamina. Merely watching his massive shoulder blades rising and falling like pistons informs you of the force contained within his frame. Noble of heart and slow to stir, the Lion is for the most part passive, but when provoked, becomes a formidable force. When rampant, his will is uncontainable, and he will snap any chains placed upon him as if they were cotton thread. So this is a person that's providing security to you, but it says you must never take them for granted. They will defend you against the threat, but he's principally there to protect the oppressed, abused, and those oppressed by authoritarian misrule. So that's kind of interesting. I do feel your person is a protector. I do feel that this person is really confident. I feel they're very strong. I feel they could be very charismatic, and I feel that they could be very highly attracted to you. I do think this person, though, might be slightly holding back. Just like you guys are holding back with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like this person is also slightly holding back, restraining themselves. So I feel this toxicity, there could be an element of like explosion here between you guys if your subconscious behaviors are not in check. Because I feel like you guys are coming from this place of trying to subconsciously control the situation with the agenda being not to get hurt, right? Whereas this person does not like to be controlled, okay? This is a person who's like anti-establishment, who doesn't want to be controlled or confined in any way. I think that could be a little potentially explosive if you guys aren't, with the Eight of Pentacles, really working on things and understanding each other and having those clear conversations, okay? This is really interesting, pile one. So let's close it out with this Who clarifying deck. Let's figure out who this person is. Although I feel like you guys probably already know who this is because it seems pretty intense. It seems pretty deep. So who is this person that pile one is connecting with in the month of October? The most significant person in their love life this month. Ooh, tiger energy. So the year of the tiger. You can see all the years here. Enthusiastic, courageous, ambitious, competitive, leadership, confidence, and charismatic. Kind of similar traits to the lion. Okay. Tell us more. Who is this person that pile one is connecting with? Ooh, we also have the year of the snake. Philosophical, organized, intelligent, intuitive. That might be your energy coming through. Elegant, attentive, mysterious, and decisive. And one more card, please. And then we also have Cancer. Look at this. Manipulative energy coming through. Cautious coming through. Imaginative, protective, and persuasive. I kind of feel like both of your guys' energy is coming through in this reading here. And we have Aries at the bottom of the deck. So there's that fire sign energy. All right. Well, pile one, I think we're going to end your reading here. It's already gone a little long. I would love to hear from you, though, in the comments. How does this resonate? What do you guys think is coming up for you in love and what's been going on with you guys in love? Let me know. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I do look forward to seeing you then. Bye. Hey, pile two, if you guys picked out this little Firefly quartz, this will be your love reading for the month of October. So let's see what is going on with you guys this month. Actually, hold on. Before we do these, we're actually going to start with an oracle deck, so please hold. All right, so I want to first start to see the overall energy of your love life this month. What is kind of the main situation of significance that you guys are encountering? So for pile one, I'm sorry, pile two, Firefly quartz, what is the situation that they are dealing with in love during the upcoming month ahead of October? Ooh, okay. Starting us off strong. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at my pile two viewers' energy. What is my viewers' energy with regard to the situation this month? Ooh, we have mystery. And show me any person or people of the highest significance that they will be dealing with. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's get our clarifying tarot cards here. So the situation itself, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Your energy. We have the King of Cups reversed. Their energy, we have the Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Intense, you guys. Okay. Well, here's what I'm seeing. I actually kind of feel like this situation in your love life this month, I just feel like the energy of your love life this month is almost about like ending something. Because we have an energy of endings here with the Three of Swords, but your person, I'm sorry, the situation itself, we have the player energy. So the player is, to me, signifying, it's both people's energies, in a sense, because it's like the overall energy of the situation is that somebody here is being a player. And with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, This is a situation where we've determined that it's not worth investing in any longer, right? We are severing ties with the situation. We're not necessarily going to plant this seed. We don't see the potential for it to move forward. At least not in a long-term sense, right? The Ace of Pentacles is about that investment. It's when we recognize the value in something and we see like the potential for it to take us to the long term. And it's slow, steady progress and effort here. So I kind of feel there's been a determination here that the situation is not worth investing in because it's player energy. It's non-committal energy. Somebody's in and out of your life type of energy. I see you guys actually kind of pulling back a little bit here with the mystery. With the King of Cups in reverse, I also see some emotional detachment on your part. We're going to get a little bit more here in a bit. I feel like you guys could be tapping into like divination or spells or witchcraft or something like that if you practice that. Halloween could be significant too. This Halloween, the day, could be significant because she's wearing like a witch's in the pumpkin. The hat and the pumpkin are giving Halloween vibes. But yeah, I kind of feel that you guys are sort of pulling back your energy here and emotionally detaching from the situation. I do think, though, that the situation has caused some emotional disturbance for you. And so this energy of leaning back is a way to kind of rebalance yourself. This person could be somebody who's musically inclined. So maybe you meet them in a place where music is being played. Maybe they're in a band. Maybe you guys meet them at a concert or you're with them at a concert. If they're not into music, then they are artistic in some way or a performer in some way. I also see this person sort of in their own zone, in their own world, but hurting. You know, this is heartbreak energy. I kind of feel like this person is of the feeling that they kind of really put their heart out there on a platter to you, right? Like they feel like they were really vulnerable. Even if they're not really showing you this because of the player energy, this person feels as though they were very vulnerable and they've gotten their heart broken. There's sadness energy here. There's betrayal energy here. Harsh truths coming into the light from this person's perspective. Let's see. What else does pile 2 need to know about their love life this month, please? We have the energy of love. We also have the energy of healing heart. At the bottom of the deck, we have Axe, which talks about breakups. Yeah, stopping patterns. It's like, yeah, I feel like there's this energy of like not continuing to invest in this situation. It just kind of keeps coming up for me. This person, I feel both of you guys are actually. I feel like the themes for both of you are kind of mirrored here. There's definitely a focus here on self-love, maybe pulling back your energy from a place of self-love. I also feel that there is love that you guys do have for each other, right? This person would be feeling like heartbroken if there wasn't love there. You wouldn't be feeling emotionally out of sorts if there wasn't love there, right? There's definitely attraction, physical attraction here too, and passion, which makes sense with the player card coming up. But yeah, the focus is on self-love and the focus is on healing, right? Like freedom from toxic relationships, freedom from situations that caused us heartbreak or stress. Let's continue. What is happening in love for pile 2 this month? Okay. We have finances and career showing up. That one fell out of the deck. And look at this. We have love yourself first. Yeah. Makes a ton of sense. This could have just been a situation where you guys were just lightly getting to know this person. Like it doesn't feel like it was really ever that serious because with the Ace of Pentacles here, there was like this decision not to invest in it. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody's situation is different, though. This is a general reading. But, you know, loving yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I think that's like the key here. There's an energy of pulling back from the situation because one or both of you is not really feeling respected here. Self-love. This person, whoever is the masculine energy in this connection, may have been a runner also. Somebody who's kind of like not able to be emotionally available. It could be because this person seems to be going through kind of a heartbreak, processing through a heartbreak. It may not have been from you. It could have been from someone else. But also your career is showing up here as being a higher priority this month. Also, for some of you, we do have financial energy here too. Like maybe financial issues are an issue for both of you. So let's see. We're going to go into... I got this new archetype deck. So we're going to pull an archetype for you and an archetype for your person just to kind of understand the dynamics that are at play here and what each of you guys are bringing to the table this month. So show me my viewer for pile 2's archetype, please. How are they showing up in this connection? Ooh, we have the Magician. And how is their person showing up to this connection? Ooh, we have the Hypocrite. This actually came up in pile 1 also, but in the reverse. So, you know, this is a person, unfortunately, who kind of talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. You know what I mean? Let me pull from the guidebook here. Let's actually start with your energy of the Magician. Please hold. Let me pull it up here. Okay. Let me get some water. Okay. All right, persona. At first sight, the Magician is merely an entertainer, or so it would seem. But what if behind his cloak, lined with talismans, shriveled frogs, small vials of colored liquid, and leak-filled dice, he is more? What if he really is a magus, a shaman, a true manipulator of time and space? What if he is merely disguised as a pretender? Kind of makes sense because you guys are showing up with this disguise energy, this mystery energy. What better way to hide the meaning of science and myth? Behind his back, they call him by many harsh names: charlatan, mountebank, quack, humbug. But they know nothing of his true identity. Only the few who know how to pass beyond appearance encounter the wonders that reside beyond our daily perception. The Magician has had many lives, but if you require him to speak of just one, he is likely to tell you that long ago on the plains of Xanadu, he was the architect of Kubla Khan's glorious pleasure dome, the celestial palace that was filled with gilded light, peacocks, Bengal tigers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So basically what I'm getting from this is really echoing this mystery energy. I kind of feel for you guys, you're showing up into this connection with your guard up a little bit. Maybe not even your guard up, but you're showing up with sort of this outward persona that you have. Whereas like it's going to take a lot more for somebody to get beneath the surface here. Now, for some of you guys, maybe you were picking up on red flags with this person, and so you only allowed them to be surface level with you. You never really fully allowed them into your space, into your heart, into your circle, etc. Whereas for others of you, if it got deeper with this person, maybe this person did get to see those sides of you that are more intimate. And with the King of Cups reverse, I can definitely see how whatever went wrong here, or would be going wrong here, or might be going wrong here, could be causing you to be emotionally out of whack. But yeah, I think that this person, they probably show up as someone who presents themselves in a certain way. Like, even if we look at this guy, to me, he really looks like a player, but you know, this is someone who's very well presented. They look by like traditional societal standards. They look, you know, clean, sort of clean cut. I mean, he has the man bud, whatever, but this looks like somebody on the outside who is like good looking, attractive, might have a lot going for them. But like beneath the surface, this person is not actually like aligned with the person that they say they are on the outside, right? They're not, they're talking a good talk with the player, but they're not walking the walk to back it up. And in a way, it's kind of similar-ish energy. Yours is more about like not showing your true self until people have really earned their way, right? Not showing all the love that you have to give to someone until you can see that somebody's serious about you. So you're also in a way sort of putting on a persona, but this person I feel is less self-aware than you are. Yours feels a lot more controlled than theirs. So, okay, let's see, to close it out, who this person is for pile 2. Even though I'm sure you guys probably already know who it is. So who is this person that pile 2 is most likely to be dealing with this month in love? An admirer. Okay. Someone who's been watching you from afar. Coming in as a partner or companion. Okay. Short term. We also have false flame at the bottom of the deck. So this is somebody that's had their eye on you for a while, it seems like. Someone who's been maybe watching you, or maybe someone that you guys already know admires you. I think they're going to present themselves as wanting this long-term partnership, but again, there's something about the way that they're acting that doesn't actually align with what they're saying to you. And I do feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that this person is heartbroken, right? They're moving through a heartbreak, they're healing from something, and this person is struggling with self-love. So this could be a shorter-term connection. I do think there's going to be some chemistry here. There's also a twin flame card coming up here, and then we also have the past life connection here, which is so interesting. So yeah, could be a shorter term connection where you guys are just kind of casually getting to know each other. But it's up to you ultimately to kind of see where it goes and what you want to do with the energy. So we are going to go ahead and end your message here, pile 2, but please comment below. Let me know what's going on with your love life and how you feel this message resonates with your situation. If you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated once I post the next reading, and I do look forward to seeing you there. Bye. Hey, pile 3, and welcome to your October love reading. If you picked this Smoky Quartz cluster, this will be your message. So we are going to start with some oracle cards first, then I'm going to shuffle on camera, and then we'll dig into your tarot. So let's see. For pile 3, what is happening for their love life this month? Hold on, this is driving me insane. All right, so for pile 3, what's the overall energy of the situation that they're dealing with in love this month? We have between the lines. Show me my pile 3 viewers' energy within the situation. We have healing. And show me any person or people of significance related to the situation, please. We have truth. Okay. We do have relationship energy here at the bottom of the deck. So it does feel like there's someone in your life, or that relationships are a focus for you. Let's look at the tarot for clarification here. So the situation is represented here by the 7 of Wands. You, my viewer, are represented here by the 6 of Pentacles. And the person you're dealing with, this is the Knight of Cups, but it's in reverse. Okay. Okay. So whatever situation you guys are in this month, there's kind of a gray area here. Between the lines is telling me there's a little bit of a gray area. The lines are blurred, but I also think this is talking about that the need to sort of read between the lines, meaning that certain things might not be the most obvious or outwardly expressed, and there's an energy of reading into things a little bit deeper on your own. From both parties, I feel. There's a 7 of Wands here too. This is giving me the energy of like being cornered, right? Like you can see there's this creepy creature in the forest and it's got like a spotlight or a floodlight that's been shown on it. And it's back here, really scary looking, but defending itself. Like it's been caught in the dark. So I feel that there's something being exposed this month through this reading between the lines energy. And there might be this energy from within the situation to feel like you need to kind of prove yourself or defend yourself in some way. The person you're dealing with could be feeling this way as well. I feel you, my viewers, are really focused on healing. And because of this, with the 6 of Pentacles, there's sort of this energy of being very careful and cautious and discerning about how much effort you can really give to the situation, right? It's sort of this energy of just being really measured, wanting things to be equal. You guys just seem like you're very protective over your energy. This also, to me, for some of you guys, feels like it could be an unrequited love situation where neither person is really that into the other one in a sense. Or somebody here, there's a balance issue coming up for you. And I'm wondering if this balance issue on your end is causing this person to like kind of feel less comfortable with romantic expression. Because the Knight of Cups is telling me this was maybe a person or situation who has, like maybe this started off with someone who was really, courting you or wanted to court you or offer some sort of love offer to you. But with it being in reverse, now there's this energy of like not really feeling like it anymore, not being as into it, feeling hesitant or feeling not very romantic right now. And there's something that this person is wanting to get off of their chest. There's a conversation, a truth that needs to be shared from their perspective. Let's continue. I want to see what else comes through for pile 3. I kind of feel with you guys choosing that Smoky Quartz that maybe you guys are coming into the month of October feeling maybe a bit depressed or feeling a little bit sad about something. Crystals are coming up as being really prominent for you. So crystal healing may be significant or just healing in general. Let's see. Pile 3. What do they need to know about their love life? Ooh, we have engagement ring. So there's more of that partnership energy. Ooh, and then we also have soulmates. More partnership energy coming up. But we also have this truth energy here. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. It feels to me like there's something being revealed this month about your relationship, your connection, this person of significance in your life. A spotlight is being shown on something here, okay? Both of these cards talk about partnership. Both of these cards talk about being in a commitment of sorts. Soulmates is a soul contract, right? So there's a reason, there's a lesson to be learned from going through whatever energy this is with this person. Let's see. More information, please. What else does pile 3 need to know about their love life this month, please? We have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, it's like, and what I'm noticing here is that the feminine energy is like laying in bed and the masculine is leaving. See, there's something for you guys that you're healing from this month. And it could be this connection, something going on here. Could be something else with the healing crystals, but there's this knowing that like you guys are getting ready to spend a little bit of time apart here. This doesn't have to be permanent separation. I feel like it could also be like travel related, perhaps. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Wasn't I saying this could be an unrequited love situation? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Yeah. See, that's what I feel. It's like on both sides, it's kind of like that. I feel that you guys are not really... I feel like you guys, my viewer, are not that attracted to this person because we also have to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So there's something about this person or something about the dynamics that maybe you guys don't feel as excited about. And coupled with the fact that you're moving through a healing phase, it just seems like from your perspective, this is why you're only giving so much to the situation, right? There's a lot of factors at play. Whereas this person, I think they're actually interested in you romantically, but because of the fact that like you're not giving as much, you're not showing up as romantic as they are, it's like they're not feeling it anymore. You guys are both kind of causing it within each other. There's still a lesson to be learned, right? Like, I feel like for some of you guys, if you're in a committed relationship already with someone, this could be a month where you're having conversations about maintaining attraction or how to keep attraction alive in your connection. Soulmates, you know, this definitely indicates someone who's meant to come into our life for a reason, to teach some sort of lesson. But it doesn't always mean that they're going to be our forever person either. Okay. All right, so I got this new archetypes deck that we're going to use. I want to pull an archetype for you, my viewer, and then we're going to pull an archetype for your person just to try to better understand what's going on here between you. So show me my pile 3 viewer and how they're showing up to this connection. We have the moon cat. Show me their person and how they're showing up to this connection. Ooh. We have Mobius. Okay. I want to... Let's get the guidebook because I'm not familiar with this deck yet, so we're just going to read together. All right, Mobius, Mobius, Mobius. Where are you? Okay. 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 Eternity is not best represented by an arrow in flight, but rather by a worm following its own tail, which kind of looks like this, doesn't it? Oh, I'm reading Mobius, not the moon cat. Okay, so we'll start with your person. The Mobius is the ending and a beginning, death and rebirth in one. It is the phoenix emerging out of the ashes, the sphinx rising from the desert. This is kind of even giving me this energy of the engagement ring, which talks about completion, unions, eternity, kind of that circular energy. With the understanding of the Mobius, we can live without fear, for he comprehends that death is merely a frozen moment, not a conclusion, but a transition from one state to another. If we let go of what was, we can better accept the future. Conversely, if we cling to tired memory forever, gnawing on the bones of a dry carcass, then we inhibit any possibility of moving forward. All things pass, and times that felt dull and ordinary may later become fond recollections. Paradise lost becomes paradise found. The Mobius entreats us not to throw away the present, craving for more this and that, but to bring all your senses to bear in the now, perfect in all that is and isn't. Death and rebirth. I feel like your person is showing up understanding that this might just be a phase, that you guys are going through right now. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, that this is a phase. It's not necessarily something that's got to be permanent, which is why we sort of have this between the lines vibes here, right? It's sort of like being in between stages. This can also be why we have the Seven of Pentacles here, this energy of wanting to continue to fight for it. Now let's look at the moon cat. All right. Lithe and low, the cat slips soft-footedly down the old moon's ribbon pale path. Her pupils expand, widening as the landscape's luminosity grows under a rising gold crescent. Her cousin Phoebe has gifted the cat a freedom to wander wild from dusk to dawn among the rocks and ghosts. Those who walk in moonlight are unrestricted by convention. They do not suffer obligation and are not constricted by any notion of a contrived formality. Instead, they choose their empire of shadows where no cold-hearted human god demands servitude. The mooncat patrols all corners of the earth, from the abandoned labyrinths to the gates of Eden, the palace of Versailles to the catacombs of Alexandria. Revered by ancients for their independence, their names are inscribed in the libraries of man. This is so interesting. I feel like you guys with this mooncat energy want independence and freedom. And I feel kind of both people here are a little bit anti-establishment. Again, with this between the lines, like, I don't feel like either person showing up in this connection is showing up with an agenda or like wanting to adhere to some sort of like traditional definition of what a relationship should be. Right? Like, both people are showing up in this energy of flexibility. This person understands that this might just be a phase. I feel like you guys are just in this space of like wanting space, right? Wanting space, wanting independence, wanting freedom. But it doesn't necessarily mean, like, for some reason, I don't feel like you guys are totally separating from each other. It feels like it's temporary. All right. Let's see, pile 3. I feel a little mystified by your reading, but let's take a look at who this person is. Even though you guys may already know. So who is this person that's coming up for pile 3 in love this month? We have Sagittarius energy. Definitely somebody who does not need to be tied down. We also have Capricorn's energy. Who is this person of significance showing up for pile 3 in love this month? New connection. You see? That's kind of why I feel like it's not that deep in a sense. Like, I don't know. Like, I could see you guys just sort of being like, just starting to get to know this person. And there's a little bit of shyness and hesitancy on their part for sure. But I could definitely see where like some of this non-committal freedom energy is coming from for you guys. Because it's like it's a new person. It's not something that's really defined yet. And the same thing with this person being so accepting of like whatever is going on. It's like both of you guys are in that space of being between the lines because the situation is newer and it's not been long enough. It hasn't been defined. Even this separation I feel could just be traveling, like long distance travel or something like that. And that could be the thing that is the reason why we need to keep an open mind too, you know? But this looks really interesting, group 3. I would really love to hear from you in the comments. Like, how do you feel that this resonates and aligns with your situation? Please let me know. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you'll be updated when I post the next reading. And I look forward to seeing you there. Bye.